Oh, it shows live there too. Cool. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Doing our weekly podcast, guys. Weekly podcast. Can you believe it? This is episode number 8. It is going by like there's no tomorrow. This flies by, chat. Really does. Flies by. So I don't know if many of you guys were actually in and watched the most recent whatnot community products and updates webinar. Good evening. Good evening. How are you? In study, um, guys. If you are really looking to get more information about YouTube, I'm not YouTube about whatnot. Um, I highly, highly, highly implore you to go to the community tab and subscribe to Whatnot product updates. They do different streams like about once or twice a month. They repost their streams if you want to catch up on them. They repost them on their YouTube channel from Whatnot. It is not like my channel on YouTube posting their streams. They're actually streams from Whatnot that they repost. Last week they had a person that was for account development, and they were given the dropping the gems on the information about how you get elevated in their search with their algorithm. They weren't telling you everything about the algorithm, but they were dropping some mighty heavy hints. Okay, so if you're a streamer and you don't like to take photos of your items and put them in your bin, you may have a harder time getting Roshi. What's going on, my guy? You may have a harder time getting noticed and brought up in the algorithm because their algorithm likes shows that post items to their bin with photos. Interesting to know. Now, are there streamers out there that don't do that, that are super, super huge and are super successful? Absolutely. But if you don't have that following, like myself, and you want to do those grassroots efforts to get things going and get noticed and get in front of as many eyeballs as possible, I would highly implore you to start taking photographs of your items, putting them in your bin, even if it's one photo, putting a description there, and running them for your auction. Okay. So last week we talked about, and really I had an eye opener because I wasn't expecting it, about the giveaways and how anyone can enter your giveaway even if you're not live yet. Can you believe that? Yeah, it's true. It's in the guidelines. So I was thinking we should dive a little bit deeper, maybe into what can't you sell on Whatnot. Are you guys interested in knowing about that? Drop me some emojis if you're interested in saying, well, what can't we sell on Whatnot? Like, explicit content, adult materials, stuff like that. You can't really do it. All right, so I'm gonna switch the camera around without getting shot mad a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. All right, so let me hopefully that's gonna be there in front of the screen here. Get this camera straight. All right, this is a little bit off centered, but you should get the gist of it here. And we've got it already pulled up. Nope, not that one. This one here. All right, so it is what was it? Restricted tools, I believe it was. Oh, let's go back here. There we go. Prohibited or restricted items on Whatnot. Okay. So I'm just gonna go verbatim here. And guys, this is all accessible to you under the Whatnot Help Center. Okay. All through the Whatnot Help Center up here. If you just go to Whatnot Help Center and then you go to selling and you say going live, it'll bring you up to this category here. Okay. So and I've seen a lot of streamers sell this kind of stuff. I was like, really? I bought some of this stuff. Okay. So here it is. While we encourage Whatnot sellers to offer diversity of items, there are some items that Whatnot does not support at this time or that requires additional restrictions to sell on Whatnot. Our decision to prohibit or restrict certain items is based on varied reasons. Some items pose legal or safety risks to the Whatnot community. Some items negatively impact other users' experience, and some items aren't well suited for the Whatnot platform at this time. As always, sellers must ensure that any item they are offering for sale or giveaway is permitted by and complies with all applicable laws in their jurisdiction and in the jurisdiction of their buyers. In addition, sellers must ensure they comply with all applicable shipping terms and requirements in their jurisdiction. For example, sellers in the United States using USPS must comply with all USPS requirements. Okay. First one at the top of the list, adult and explicit items. Okay. Welcome in, Vintage Mom. Welcome in, guys. We're going over prohibited items to sell and whatnot today. So Whatnot has specific rules around the display, and sale of adult items. We do not permit the sale of sex toys or sexually explicit items. Please see Whatnot's adult and explicit items policy for more information on what can be sold, displayed, and or to use the explicit content toggle. We've seen adult toys. Oh yeah, we've seen adult toys. Okay, so I have that. I have the adult and explicit items policy up, which is right here. Adult and explicit items policy. We want to encourage expression and commerce opportunities and whatnot while still ensuring others aren't shocked or negatively impacted, especially considering the diversity of ages and cultural backgrounds and whatnot. While we prohibited most adult items, there are some items containing nudity that we allow with the sensitive content toggle provided. There is no nudity visible outside the relevant show as set out below. Prohibited adult items. Whatnot prohibits the display, giveaway, or sale of items that are meant to sexually stimulate or satisfy, including the following: items containing sexually explicit content, including pornography or sexually explicit games, including items rated X, triple X, or unrated for adults only audience. Sexual or romantic services, including sex work, escort services, including in-person or virtual dates and phone calls. Filmed sexual activity, access, or credentials to adult content. Fetish items, including items that have been intimately used or custom photographs with sexually content or sexualized body parts. Sex toys, sexual massagers, sexual enhancement items, condoms, lubricant, and other items intended for use during sexual activity. Nude pornography that is not fine art, educational, or jurisdictional materials. AI generated or doctored nude images or public figures. Any item sexualizing minors in any way, whether real or fictionalized. Items allowed with sensitive contact toggle. There's no sensitive content toggle. That means the explicit content toggle that they're talking about. I went and looked in my creating the show situation. I didn't see a sensitive content toggle. I just saw the explicit content toggle. So we got a question here from In Study. How does Whatnot know what is sold during shows? I have seen some sites selling toys. Yes, so have I. I'm just telling you, those people may not have done this kind of research that we're doing right now. But eventually, when their system starts to scrub the streams and seeing that because everything is recorded on a server, guys. How do you think we get video receipts, right? So every single show, every single item sold on Whatnot is stored on a server. So if anyone were to complain or to, say, hey, I bought this item, which was, let's say, lubricant. I bought this item, it was the wrong item, and they see that you bought lubricant, they'll be like, well, you're not supposed to sell this in the first place. That's the first clue how they can get sold. How many people have you seen selling fakes? Uh, oh no, we should notify our friends. So exactly, that's what you. I think I know who you're talking about. I don't want to mention any names, but yes, I have bought personal, and it was a ha ha he he. It was a ha ha he he situation for me. But yes, I've had people buy that, see that stuff. Hmm. Exactly. So, um, but yeah, that's how they will find out, because eventually someone will complain and say, "Hey, this is against your terms of service," and that person can be get a slap on the wrist, or could potentially get banned. All right, so be aware of that, guys. Be aware of that.
Well, now that's selling. What about, because we've seen streams where they actually show
It says
explicit
display too.
this.
It says
Oh,
display
okay,
or
okay,
sale,
okay.
display or sale, and that streamer got in trouble for the display.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So items allow a sensitive toggle. What not permits the display, giveaway, or sale of the following, provided the sensitive content toggle is on and there is no nudity visible in listings, previews, thumbnails, profile content, or otherwise outside of a show tagged as sensitive content. We got another question here. I asked on a show about Stanley Cup authenticity to see bottom of cup, and I got banned. Well, that's that's not Whatnot banning you. That's going to be that seller banning you. And if that were the case, that tells me that they're obviously not authentic. Because if anyone were to ask me in the middle of my show or in the middle of me selling something, hey, let me see this because I want to see if it's authentic, I would definitely do that. So that's someone that, in my opinion, I would report. Because if you're a seller, you want to keep this platform as positive as possible, and you don't want the platform to get in trouble to the point where it'll cut away of income stream for you, right? So you quote unquote ratting on someone or telling someone that, telling Whatnot of what they're doing, in my opinion, is keeping the platform honest. And Whatnot expects us as sellers and or buyers to police one another, to say, hey, I saw this going on, it's against your terms of service, you should look into this. You're not trying to get someone banned, but at the same time, sellers need to do what we're doing right now and find out what exactly are the terms of service, the terms of contract of Whatnot, to be able to sell on there. So if they didn't do their due diligence and they get in trouble, that's not your problem. You knew the rules, and you're trying to keep the platform positive and keep it up and going, because you want to keep that source of income coming in, and or you want to keep being able to buy great items at decent prices too. So
Question for you then.
yeah.
So then, would you, if you were to contact Whatnot, you should not do it in an accusatory manner and saying that this is what they're doing, or just say, this is what I saw. Would you look into it?
Yeah, it's like I believe that they have under their, if you're going to go to report someone, and they have certain categories and certain blankets replies saying the person selling prohibited items or fake items, like as a general category. There's certain categories you can pick, and if there's not one, there's also a category of like a free form. So yeah, you can do it in a non-accusatory way, and just say, hey, this doesn't seem right. I got banned for asking a question about this. If it doesn't mean much to you, then let it go. But if it's something that you feel that person's doing wrong, by all means, I think you have the responsibility as a consumer and as a seller to report them. Now, if you have a relationship with that seller, I would I would go the route of, hey, you need to really go look at these rules, go look at these terms of service, because I think you're skating the edge. Yeah, you're walking the line on it, or you're violating something. You may want to rethink what you're doing before blast them on Whatnot. We got one from Eileen. A big a big one now is buy host coffee dinner and buy pet this
Or that.
or that, and they are not allowed because of new tip feature. Okay, we're gonna look into the tip feature. We're gonna look into that. Let's see here, because I actually have that from a while ago. Buy so and so dinner on mine as well too. So I need to look into that myself. All right. So these are the following through here is nude photography only if it is fine art, educational, or journalistic material, and it is not sexually explicit. Um, and so they whatnot is good to people and treat everyone with respect. I have had to turn in a couple sites for not shipping me any my products. Yeah, exactly. Some people are just not there. They're just not there. So non-photographic, unrealistic fictional depictions of nudity are permitted, provided they are not sexually explicit. Disallowed sexual explicit content includes nudity, where the focal point is exposed genitalia, regardless of whether the violating content has been physically or digitally covered by the seller. That's interesting to know. So even if you have something that is exposing genitalia, and you cover it out in the photo or whatever you cover it, it doesn't matter, even regardless of whether the violating content has been physically or digitally covered by the seller. This includes comic cards, manga, and books. So that's pretty interesting to know. Adult magazines that contain photographs of nudity are permitted to be sold if they don't contain any sex acts and no nudity is displayed in the show, e.g., Playboy. Uh, Statues and other 3D renderings of genitalia provided not being sold as a sex toy or otherwise for sexual gratification. All right. So that is the policy. That is the adult and explicit items policy. So let's go back to the restricted items, prohibited items. Next one is going to be alcohol. I think that's enough said about alcohol. We know alcohol should not be sold, right? And then we got air guns, pellet guns, BB guns, airsoft pistols, airsoft rifles, and toy guns. So, air guns, pellet guns, BB guns, airsoft toys, airsoft rifles, and toy guns may be sold on Whatnot only within the U.S., provided the seller complies with this policy. For US only, air guns, pellet guns, BB guns, airsoft guns may only be sold within the United States in the knives and hunting category. So there's a specific category that you have to be in order to sell those items. I see a lot of people selling these items under the storage unit fines. Wrong. They have to be under this category. Okay. Orange tip. Airsoft guns must have a blaze orange tip, quarter-inch or longer, permanently attached and covering the muzzle of the gun. Size caliber is 0.25 or smaller. Comply with all laws. Sellers must follow all applicable laws in their jurisdiction and the jurisdiction of their buyer related to the sale of these items. Knives and hunting category. Sellers must list all air guns, pellet guns, BB guns, airsoft pistols, or airsoft rifles in the knives and hunting category. They said that shit twice, guys. They said that twice. All right. So there's no ands, ifs, or buts. You have any of these items, they have to be in the knives and hunting category. Okay. Toy guns are permitted on the platform provided they are clearly marked as a toy and are not meant to intimidate a real fire. Are not meant to imitate a real firearm. Under Whatnot's hazardous materials policy, we do not permit the sale of caps for toy guns. Okay. Animal related product. This is a product that is a category that is really coming alive in like the pet space. Whatnot has specific rules around the sale of animals and animal products. See Whatnot's animal product policy. People are actually selling dogs here. You can buy a puppy on Whatnot. How they ship that, I have no clue. Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Let's see. Bombs, explosive, and firearms. I don't think I need to go with fireworks. I don't think I need to go over that, guys. That's pretty self-explanatory. Cannabis, CBD, and hemp items. Given the varying legality of cannabis products in different jurisdictions, Whatnot does not currently permit sellers to offer for sale or giveaway any cannabis seeds or any marijuana or cannabidiol, is that right? Cannabidiol, whatever, canna oil products containing Delta 9, whatever that is, without permits. Whatnot permits the sale of hemp products. Okay, you can.
I've seen sellers selling seeds.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't do that. Cosmetics. Whatnot has specific rules around the sale of cosmetics and related products. And that's going to be expiration dates mostly on the cosmetic side, guys. Credit cards and debit cards, you can't sell credit cards or debit cards, but you can offer prepaid cards, but you can't sell the other things. I've been selling for 8 months and whatnot. To answer your question, Lucky Buys. Embargoed items. Items originating from certain countries or regions are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on whatnot. Um, Madam, where you been hanging? That's from Vintage Mom. Giveaway and whatnot. This includes items that directly or indirectly originate from Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Syria, or Crimea. Uh, Donetsk People's Republic, or whatever republic regions of Ukraine. A lot of other items like elephant husk or elephant ivory, all that kind of stuff is also permitted, guys. Just let you guys know.
You said are permitted or not?
I'm sorry, prohibited.
Prohibited.
Yeah. Let's see. Expired items. Expired items are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away. Whatnot. On whatnot, in most cases, this includes items with a best before date or equivalent. In limited circumstances, we may permit the sale of an expired item when the item is disclosed as expired and the item is being sold as a collectible item, not for consumption or use. So, like we have personally, we did this recently on our Star Wars tins. We have Star Wars tins that are Pez that are expired, but the the novelty of it is the actual tin, not the contents, and we're selling the tin and not the content for consumption. Okay. I had to move the camera around, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. Falsified documents or other items promoting illegal or deceptive activity. Falsified documents or other items like, I guess, fake IDs. You can't want to do any kind of stuff like that. Falsified test results. Items designed to fake the results of drug tests, ballots or votes, malware or other products or services to harm, hack, or disrupt the infrastructure of another software service or infrastructure. So none of that software hacking stuff. Firearms, firearm parts and accessories. Whatnot has specific rules around the sale of firearms, firearm parts, ammunition, and accessories. Please see Whatnot firearm part policy. Food and drink policy. They have specific rules around that as well. Because food and drink is becoming a huge category out here.
They have loads of people.
Yeah, loads of people buying that kind of stuff. Gambling related items are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on Whatnot. This includes lottery tickets, raffle tickets, and functioning slot machines. Hateful or derogatory items. Whatnot does not permit any items that promote violence or hate on the basis of race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical conditions, or veteran status. This includes no, no worries. I'm just showing something that's there, but some people just don't have the time to do it. And if you can listen to it while we're doing it, it's great, and you get a visual to see while I'm just not just talking to you. Hateful and derogatory items. Okay, so items display violent, demeaning, or intolerant images or commentary against protected characteristics, including hateful slurs and harmful stereotypes of theories. This will fall like under a graphic T-shirt, guys. You really got to be careful in what you may be displaying on your T-shirts. Items in support of um, items in support of known hate organizations or their leaders, historical or replica Nazi items or propaganda, including any Nazi memorabilia, coins, bills, postcards, posters, uniforms, etc. Um, we got a muted one here. There was a seller 3 years ago that was selling KKK items. It was disgusting. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I know. Black Americana items containing grotesque or derogatory depictions from the Jim Crow era, including gollywog dolls or individuals in blackface. Historical or replica slavery items, including bills of sale and shackles. No, no, you're good. It's all good. We don't know what not mutes on their stuff. Yeah, they do. A lot of them need to do this because I hear people they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna do this." I'm like, "Yeah, you really can't." And I don't put that in the chat because I don't want to mess up their show. But I will message. I message many a seller saying, "Guys, you may want to look into the terms of service." And sometimes if I'm on a computer, I'll give them a link to it that they can go to it. But some people have reached out and said, "Oh wow, I did not know that. Thank you very much." A lot of people, guys, just get on here and sell, 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 and that can get you in trouble.
They just don't know.
They just don't know.
They
Well,
don't
but they
take
have
the
the
time.
ability to know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they don't take the time
yeah.
to check it out.
They do not take the time. Exactly right. When determining whether an item violates this policy, we consider relevant context. For example, we would allow a pre 1933 swastika with no hateful context. Okay, makes sense. Harassing items, items that harass specific individuals are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on whatnot. Hazardous materials and flammable substances, radioactive materials, ozone depleting substances, fuel of any kind, combustibles, including caps for toy guns, red phosphorus, flash pepper, explosive precursors, including explosive fuses, exploding targets, flares, airbags. That's interesting. Airbags are not allowed to be sold. Carcinogens, uh, toxigenic substances, metallic mercury, paint thinners and removers, strike away matches, and flame. Right here, strike away matches, guys. How many matches have y'all seen sold? How many I've seen so many boxes of matches, especially uh, Supreme matches. Supreme strikeaway matches have been sold on whatnot so many times. Strikeaway matches are not to be sold, and flamethrowers. Items containing the above materials. All right. Human human parts and remains. This is sad. We got to put this in a policy. Human parts and remains. Yeah, obviously we don't want to send any body parts in the mail. Illegal and harmful content or activity. Illegal content or activity is not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on whatnot. This includes items that display or depict child sex abuse, or that person or that present children in a sexual manner, that present children in a present sexual manner. Items displaying graphic or obscene content, including items displaying or claiming to contain graphic violence or gore or other obscene content.
So Roshi said, I bought a permanent match one time.
A permanent match? What's a permanent match?
You ask him.
What's a permanent match? I don't know what a permanent match is. Dexter. All right, illegal drugs and related products, intellectual property, infringing items, and counterfeit items. This is a huge one right here. Whatnot does not permit counterfeit items to be offered for sale or given away on the platform. These are items that imitate an authentic item, often by using a brand's name, logo, or protected design without the brand owner's consent. For example, replica luxury and non luxury items like bags and branded apparel. Please see the counterfeit policy and IP policy for details. If you sell clothing, guys, and you don't know if your supplier is giving you real stuff, it won't be on your supplier that gets in trouble. It's going to be on you. So you definitely want to read this. Definitely want to read this. Um, and obviously, I this last week I had one item that I knew was not real, and I still sold it. I should not have. I should have just given it away because even though I informed someone that I know it's not real, you can have it for $1, and I stole it for $1. I should not have done that. Should not have done that. Let's see, knives policy. Let's see. So, given the laws around knives vary in different jurisdiction, whatnot has specific rules around the sale of knives and related products. Please see whatnot knives policy. There's a policy for that.
Vintage Mom says a lot of people call it fashion, but I still
Yeah,
think this is not.
that's not it's not okay because even if you call it fashion and it still has the logo of a luxury brand or a similar look to that luxury brand, nah, I don't think I think you would lose if it came to a fight with that. Medicine, medical devices, and health related items. This is huge, guys. I've seen a lot of people sell like over the counter stuff, and you're not supposed to. Medicine and medical devices are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on whatnot. This includes prescription drugs, prescription medical devices, prescription veterinary medicine, injectable substances, and Over the counter medications, i.e., Tylenol, Bayer, aspirin, that's over the counter medicines, are not allowed to be sold on Whatnot.
Medical devices could be a diabetic
A diabetic meter, exactly right.
Yeah.
Those are not to be sold on Whatnot. I see so many people violating this part right here, especially this part, the over the counter stuff. You're not allowed to do that. Okay. Whatnot permits the sale of vitamins and supplements provided they are unused, unopened, unexpired, and not marked with any health related claims or misleading information.
Yeah.
Yes. A
All
lot
of
of, yeah.
all of these storage unit people breaking rules and studying says a lot of medicine and vitamins.
Yep. Vitamins are okay. Vitamins are good. Long as their vitamins and supplements provided they are unused, unopened, unexpired, and are not marked with any health related claims like, I don't know.
This will help cure.
Yeah, this will help you cure this or whatever. I don't know about weight loss claims, but vitamins are okay. But over the counter medications, Tylenol, any kind of cough syrup, anything that you can buy at Walmart and Walgreens, over the counter medicines that you don't need a prescription for, not allowed.
What do you think about some of these sellers now that are doing Walgreens? What is it? The
Pallets.
pallets
Yeah.
or CVS pallets?
They need to read this. As long as they understand this, supplements are fine, but no over the counter medications. Okay. Personal information. Other personal information is not permitted to be offered for sale or given away and whatnot. This includes phone numbers, email lists, address, credit card numbers, confidential national ID numbers, and or account passwords. Plants. Whatnot has specific rules around the sale of plants and related products. Please see Whatnot's plant policy, plant best practices, plant shipping guide. Plants are huge, guys. You can buy a plant on Whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. If you sell, do you read and sign a contract to sell? No. Whatnot says here are our guidelines. Here's our terms of service, our TOS. It is up to you as a seller to abide by the rules. You're supposed to read this and know these items first and know their policies as a seller. Therefore, they put everything on their website and accessible to you as a seller to read and do. And if you break it and they come back and say you broke this rule, you can't say, well, I didn't know I couldn't do that, because they're like, well, did you read the terms of service? Did you read what you can and can't sell? If you didn't, that's not on Whatnot, that's on you. Recalled products. Recalled products are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on Whatnot. Stock securities and financial instruments, can't do that. Stolen items, definitely can't do that. Tobacco and e-cigarettes, tobacco, nicotine, and related products are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on Whatnot. This includes cigarettes, cigars, tobacco, herbal cigarettes, electronic nicotine delivery systems called ENDS, including e-cigarettes, e-liquids, and e-cigarette parts and accessories. The following items are permitted to be sold on Whatnot, provided they are described and listed precisely. Collectible vintage cigarette or related products, provided they are empty, like a cigar box. Okay. Uh, Tobacco pipes or other smoking accessories not intended for drug use are allowed. Unknown items, items that are unknown to the seller, including unclaimed and unopened packages, are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on Whatnot. Violent items, items that glorify or celebrate real world incidents or violence, natural disasters, including items celebrating violent criminals and their acts. Items that threaten credible acts of violence against humans or animals. Items promoting violent conspiracy theories. Items promoting or supporting terrorism or terrorist organizations. Intru- uh, Instructional materials on how to engage in violent activities, items promoting suicide, self injury, starvation, or other harmful items. And then lastly, we got the weapons and self defense. Weapons intend to cause harm and are not permitted to be offered for sale or given away on Whatnot. This includes stun guns, tasers, mace, or pepper spray. plans or blueprints to make harmful weapons, ninja stars, brass knuckles, leaded canes, nightsticks, tear gas, nunchucks, sand stuccos, I don't know what those are, potato guns, blow darts, dart guns, flare guns, and other items being sold with clear intent to be used as a weapon. You know how many people I've seen sell that stuff? Especially the pepper spray and the mace. It's amazing. The following items are permitted: handcuffs.
It says potato.
You've seen a potato gun being sold? Guns are a lot of potato guns. I have no idea what a potato gun is. I guess it shoots a potato, maybe. I don't know. Permitted items are handcuffs, slingshots, crossbows, archery, broadheads, arrows, training or practice weapons when made with plastic, foam, or otherwise cannot cause serious physical harm. As always, sellers must ensure that all items they sell are legal in their jurisdiction and the jurisdiction of their buyers. All right, so that's this one. Now, I want to go to the tip. There's a new tip policy we had a person say about, so let's find that. Let's do
I
tip.
think Roshi's trying to tell us something, but I'm not getting it.
No, he's like,
Launch to the moon.
yeah, it's a potato gun that you just shoot and a potato out of.
Okay.
Tip terms and conditions. I think that would be it. Receiving and managing tips for buyers. Your use of tips feature and your payment or receipt of tips on Whatnot are subject to the following tip terms and conditions under which the tips feature is made available. All tips and the use of tips feature are further subject to Whatnot's terms of service, which are incorporated by reference into these tips and terms and conditions. For clarity, all tips transactions will be considered transactions for purposes of the terms, notwithstanding that such tips transactions does not contemplate or require the shipment of a tangible item or the receipt by buyers of an item, each as defined in the terms to complete the transaction. So that tells me if you tip me $5, I'm not shipping you something for return of that $5. They don't want us sidestepping their commission. So a tip they don't get a commission on, right? It just goes, the tip goes straight to you. It's still considered a transaction, but you don't get you still get that credit card processing out of that tip, but you don't get a commission taken out of that tip. That's how I interpret that one. Limitations and rules. Use of the tip feature is limited to registered Whatnot app users who are logged into their app account and are located in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and France. Other users cannot send or receive tips at this time. For tips transactions only, in order to ensure that sellers receive 100% of the listed tip amount, the fees described in the fee structure are modified as follows. Oh, so there is not a transaction fee. Okay, okay. Whatnot does not charge sellers the Whatnot commission fee on tip transactions. Buyers, tippers, in lieu of sellers, are charged the standard processing fees as applied to the selected tip amount, which can be viewed as added to the tip amount before finalizing the transaction. Okay. So they charge the buyer the transaction amount and they add it on top of it, but the buyer still gets the full tip. Credit card and debit cards are only permissible methods of payments for tips at this time. Apple Pay and PayPal are not currently supported. Let's see. Users may only tip between $1 and $100 per tip, depending on their location. Tipping volume per tipper is limited to $200 or 10 tips maximum per seller per live stream. This used to be $100. This was updated when? This was updated May 28th, 2025. It was $100 and they moved it up to $200. A maximum of $500 in total tips per day. So they cap you as a buyer to tip up to $500 per day, no matter how many streams you're in. All tip transactions are binding. All tips are non-refundable. Only buyers who have previously purchased from a seller are eligible to send that seller a tip. That's interesting. Only buyers who have previously purchased from a seller are eligible to send that seller a tip. So I've been in a lot of streams where people are like, I don't see the tip button. I can't tip you. I can't tip you. Well, you probably can't tip them because you haven't previously purchased anything from that seller before. Have you guys heard people seen that in the stream as well too?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. There is a 15-second cooldown period for tipping. So once you tip, you need to wait 30 seconds before you can tip again. Interesting, did not know that. Users can only tip sellers using the methods listed in the tipping a seller. Sellers are prohibited from soliciting tips outside of the inbuilt tip functionality, like by creating separate store or other listings of their own for purposes of receiving tips and compliance with the terms. Interesting. Um, no, have always been able to without purchasing. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe that's something that they're not adhering to, but um, that's weird. Only buyers who have previously purchased from a seller are eligible to send tips. So I don't know. Maybe they're not enforcing this one. I don't know. But it is in there. They can if they want to. Let's put it that way.
That's odd. I tipped the
Seller
seller
today and
today.
did not buy from him. He was a new seller and had a rough week. I was following. Yeah. So this is in their terms of service. So maybe they're not enforcing this. But if they ever wanted to, they could. It is in here. So I don't know. But it says who have previously purchased from a seller, not saying from that specific seller. So I don't know if you've purchased. Maybe if you haven't purchased anything before, if you're brand new, you can't tip someone right off the bat. I don't know, but it doesn't say from a particular seller or from that seller you're wanting to tip. It just says if you haven't previously purchased from a seller, are able to send that seller. Well, no. Only buyers who were previously purchased from a seller are eligible to send that seller a tip. So if you've purchased something from a seller before, you can send a tip to any seller. If you haven't purchased from anyone before and you want to send a tip, I don't think you can. So that's what I think it is. All right. Users can only tip sellers using the method listed in the seller tip. Did that one. Okay. Tips cannot be used to circumvent otherwise applicable fees on Whatnot, which are needed to operate the app. This includes a prohibition on using the tip function to facilitate sales of products or goods. Evidence of any systems or techniques to avoid fees or use of the tips feature for anything other than genuine tipping will result in account action, immediate ban in most cases to both the buyer and the seller. So I think this is what someone else was talking about coming through, that they're trying to sidestep it, but like I have buy shop Madam President lunch, and it's actually I get a charged a commission off of that. So that I'm not asking for a tip. That's not a tip. We're paying commission on that to Whatnot. It's an actual place marker that someone can spend $10 to buy myself or shop Madam President lunch,
But you
and
don't get the full $10.
we don't get the full $10. So there's nothing that we're doing on that. If people have that as not a tip feature, but if people are saying, "Hey, give me a tip of this to get something sent to you," that's a violation. So I'm not sure what they're talking about on that. Tips may not be exchanged for content, services, or performances that contain sexually explicit or nude content, or that otherwise violate our community rules. You can't say, "Hey, tip me $5 and I'll take off my shirt." Yeah, you can't do that. Uh, Tip thank you notes must follow our community guidelines. To report messages that are against the community guidelines, please use the reporting tool from the user's profile. If you violate these tips, terms and conditions of or our other terms, or no longer meet any of the above criteria, your access to the tips feature may be terminated. These tips, terms, and conditions are subject to change at any time without notice. So that is the tipping feature. So the tipping feature, in my opinion, hasn't really changed that much from what I've seen. Let's see. What's did we just do? We didn't do terms of, yeah, we did tips, terms, and conditions. So we're already in here.
So buying lunch is still considered a tip, or it's not?
It's not a tip. The buying lunch is not a tip.
It's a
If
transaction.
if I like I have in my shows, I have the promotion. I have a promote your show or buy sponsor, spend $10 and give the chat a $5 Starbucks card. That's not a violation. I'm paying commission on that item, which is the Starbucks gift card that the person is purchasing. And yes, there's a profit in there, but that's not a violation, from what I gather. So anyone have any questions on these?
Thank you for sharing
It
this
was definitely,
information. Have a great night.
it's like they're neat.
Ultra sounds like they need to make sellers read these policies. That's right.
I would say a lot of sellers need to read the policies, and there's a ton of them. There is a ton of them. But
And
yeah,
some of them are
I
well
appreciate you
meaning.
stopping in, and so thank you very much. You have a great night as well.
They're well meaning. They don't mean that it's not like they're trying to violate. They're just,
Yeah, it's just what they don't know. They don't know. You
yeah.
know. Um, so guys, this is where I would tell you guys if you want to know more about Whatnot themselves. Let me get you over here. This would be. Let's switch to buying. And I am following community. Do I have? No, they don't. So I'm gonna do here. If you to go in your phone and you type in community, you do this Whatnot community right here. It's a little yellow Whatnot community. It's gonna bring up. You see, I'm following this community. Okay, I'm following the Whatnot community, and then everyone that has a show listed under the community is gonna be underneath here. Okay. So these are all the people that are scheduled to do their shows. If you ever wanted to see anyone else to do their stuff or listen to someone else, they have all different types of community shows like this. Okay, but what you want to do is there's a Whatnot. What was it? Let's go back here. So if I come back here and I got the community, where's the Whatnot? Dang it! Let's go to Whatnot. Whatnot sellers. I think it's Whatnot sellers. Yeah. So if you follow Whatnot Sellers, okay, there's a Whatnot Sellers you can follow. This is from Whatnot, official Whatnot account for the Whatnot Seller community to connect, learn, and grow together. There's a Seller Academy at Whatnot. I want to show you guys that. That's amazing. Okay. They actually have a blog too, guys, if you guys want to do a blog. But like their next show that they have is September 16th. It's a new seller live stream demo. So if you're a new seller and you want to see a demo of being how it is to go live, they have this coming up Tuesday, September 16th. On Wednesday, they have seller story and best practices with Ethan from Animatasia. So they're interviewing a person, an actual streamer, about their seller best practices. A lot of different cool stuff. Outdoor gear fishing. There's people selling outdoor fishing gear, so they're going to be talking about that kind of stuff. So I would implore you guys to follow this one and bookmark anything that interests you under the Whatnot sellers. And then if you also wanted to go and do it's Whatnot France. Here's Whatnot itself. There's no shows, right? Yeah, there's no shows for Whatnot. So yeah, this is going to be the Whatnot sellers community. Okay, but the seller that was the Seller Academy, right? Paste and go. Yeah. So you've got the Seller Academy. They have there's a go live guide. It's like a PDF. Prepare. There's a go live guide here that if you're new to selling and you want to get information and do stuff with it, there's a prepare your account, prepare your show, the show time. Everything is all ready for you to rock and roll. Okay, they have a lot of stuff prepared for you to watch videos, the pre-show, all kinds of different stuff. Yes, Whatnot does have the YouTube channel, and they post all of their past podcast, if you will, on their channel as well too. So great information there. Okay, and let me switch this back around. All right. So, what did you guys think of that information? Was it informative for you? Did you think that it's something that okay, now when you go into streams, you're gonna be like, uh oh, can't do that. You can't sell that. So just food for thought, guys. When you have time, go through there and just read something. Just read this. Take a quick 10 minutes and just graze over it to see what it is, and I guarantee you'll find something. When people tell you, oh, you're not going to win this giveaway unless you follow this person or whatever, they can't do it. You'll still give them the giveaway. There's a lot of stuff like that that people say, and I think they know they can't enforce, but they still say it to make people follow other people or whatever, and you just can't do that kind of stuff. So that's just something I just want to bring to you guys' attention, because I think as the platform grows and more people get on here and they want that fast dollar to say, I'm going to sell anything and everything. Well, if you violate something and you get what another platform will call like a Vero, if you get an IP and an intellectual property infringement, those are not fun. From what I hear, they are not fun. If you are trying to sell something and some say Nike comes in and says, "Hey, you can't sell my shoes at this price and they're brand new," you be in a world of hurt, a world of hurt. So just be prepared. Always dot your I's, cross your T's. So at this time, guys, we've been on almost 50 minutes, almost an hour. Any questions? Any suggestions? Anyone want to comment on anything? Now's your chance.
Anything for future
Yeah, anything you
podcasts?
want to know about future podcasts. We do this every Tuesday, guys. Every Tuesday we go on. I'm looking to have people um, actually volunteer to come on, and we can do a little interview. If you're a new seller, tell the chat what you're selling, how long you've been selling, what are some of the hurdles you've been coming across. If anyone wants to do that, they can DM me. If anyone feeling bold now and they want to do it now, I'll put you on right now. So I said no. So yeah. Now, mamas, didn't you were in the stream that we are talking about the promote tools, right? About using the $5 promote when you go live. Have you done that yet? Have you tried that out? If so, what has been your take on that? Not yet. Okay. Okay. Let me know when you do. Let me know when you do. So that's really what we have for today, guys. Vintage Mom, is there anything you wanted to go over? Also, just tired of me being his co-host. He needs a new. No, we're gonna co. You want to co-host? We'll co-host you right now. I just know you've been working a lot. I just figured you were tired, so you're not really looking to be on. But if you want to go on, let's co-host you right now. You have anything you want to say to the chat? And guys, you please follow Vintage Mom. She's got a lot of nice stuff. Oh no, I'm gonna co-host you. I'm gonna co-host you.
Freshly showered.
So that means you're ready to go. That means you're ready to go on. You ready to go on? Are you feeling lucky?
No makeup.
No makeup.
Dad on, right?
Yeah, put Vintage Dad up. He's like, nope. All right, I got you. That's all good. That's all good. So seriously, if anyone wants to go on camera, talk to the chat, give your 100% live uh, encounter with whatnot. Um,
Doesn't have to be negative.
yeah, it doesn't be negative. Doesn't be negative. Doesn't it can be positive. Whatever it may be. It doesn't really matter. I'm not looking to throw you hardball questions. It'd be like, how long you been doing whatnot? What has you been? What struggles are you finding? What successes have you found? Where are you wanting to go? What are your short term goals? This stuff like that which I feel every seller is going to want to face and ask. Um, well, after I do the promote. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So it's just something that I feel that we can just have a little community of people that are like, yeah, I'm a little shy getting on camera. That's fine. Even if you go dark out, that's cool. As long as we can hear your voice, I don't care. And I don't need to see you. Even if you want to put your screen on and cover it with some tape, whatever, and this we hear your voice, that's fine. Okay, the baby steps.
I might try that.
You might Shot Daniel says you might try that. So this something that you can this instead of typing, and they take so long to reply to a question via text. I just find it easier that if you can, people can hear your voice, they can hear what you're saying, and they type in agree or oh, what about this or what about that is shorter than asking that long question that you would have from being like on a Zoom, something like that, you know. So that's what it
One
is.
thing I'm thinking about is maybe our next one is to invite Shelly
Yeah.
to, she was talking about a 5 minute raid train and she was kind of obsessing over it, wondering how she was going to deal with it. It'd be
Yeah,
interesting
to find out what she did with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send her an invite for next week. See if she wants to do that. Yes, that's true. Once you do it once, it will be easy. It's so easy. You know, I am not the cutest picture on the wall. I know that. And that was my biggest hurdle. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. People are gonna say, "Oh, look at your big dome and your fat head, your fat face." I don't even care at this point now anymore. I don't care. It is what it is. I can't change this. Well, I can if I went to the gym, but since I'm not going to the gym, I can't. I'm not willing to change it. Put it that way. I'm not willing to change it at this point in time. So I don't care. So it is what it is. So if once you accept who you are, this is easy. This is really easy. Just accept who you are. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap it up unless there's no other questions. Us women are different. Nah.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
It's only up here that you say you're different. It's the same. Men have the same insecurities as well too. But you know what? Do you feel insecure when you're walking out in public going to the grocery store?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Do you say, "Oh, I can't go to the grocery store because I just can't go. I don't want anyone to see me." No, you go to the grocery store because why? I ain't gonna see these people again. So it is what it is, guys. It is. And if you get those people talking shit to you, ban them. Take them out your room. Whatever. Bye. I don't need you. There's many more people that are going to accept you for who you are and what you're selling, not for what you look like, and go from there. So it's okay. Trust me. It's okay.
Well, you can keep being my face.
Alrighty, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. We have a show going on tomorrow. We're going to be selling some new inventory. We got behind me back here. Got a lot of Coach. We got some Michael Kors. So we're going to be selling that tomorrow.
So what's selling, and maybe Vintage Mom can talk about her show too.
Well, Mamie said she's going to come back on when she's doing that. Mamie, I forgot what do you sell? Vintage. Okay. Vintage decor.
Vintage jewelry.
Jewelry. What vintage or anything vintage? Vintage decor. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this well, let's find out. Do you have any shows posted up? Let's take a look at you. Mammy's Markets.
Shows.
You got 3.6 thousand followers, girl. You got 413 products, girl. You doing good. You're doing good. Let's see. You got 85 sold. We're gonna get you to that 1,000. So let's bookmark Friday show.
Yeah, bookmark Friday.
Shake shake on into the show. I like the skate on into the show. Skate on into the show. That's cool. Come shopping for your oldies but goodies. I like your titles. I like that. Buy now. Talk about motivation. Christmas decor in the buy it now bin. I like that. You got the synopsis. Let's see. I've loved the hunt of treasures ever since my granny took me along to the garage yard sales, and now I'm carrying on that tradition with my own grands. Whether it's thrifting, flea marketing, vintage, or modern finds, I'll bring it to you. Tune in to one of my shows. You'll hear that little twang thing I called Okie Arky accent. Arkansas?
No, born in Oklahoma.
Oh, born in Oklahoma. Okay, lived in Arkansas. Now calling Missouri home. Just me and my husband working towards retirement so we can work at our own pace and making memories with the grands along the way. So go ahead and bookmark my shows. Come laugh, shop, and hang out. We'll have ourselves a hoot and a half every time. That is such an awesome bio. Such an awesome bio. That is awesome. I like that. That is very, very inviting, very warm. Someone's gonna be like, I want to know Stacy. I want to know her. I like that.
You know what? Maybe we could have some tips on how to write their profile.
Yeah, that would be like what you did is like it's
Yeah.
perfect. It gives a little bit about you. You're not saying, hey, here's my whole life story. It just gives you a great overview of where you're from, what got you into thrifting and selling. I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, I want to know this person. I want to see what they have. That's
Yeah.
really, really good, really engaging. I need to work on mine because mine is pretty, just like cold. But yeah, it's really good. I like that. I like that. Very well done. Very well done.
Very much so. Yeah.
Oh, that's no big deal. It's really good there. Mammy's Market. I like that. Mammy's Market. Mammy's Market. Let me take a look at the show here. The shop. Girl, you got some good photos in here too, and you took 413 photos. My goodness. Wow. So where do you store all these items at, girl? Where do you, Stacy? Where do you store all these items? And they're so fragile with the glass. Got nice plates, glassware, the Budweiser mug. Uh-oh, that's a nice one. Got a lot of nice stuff here. Oh, what am I doing? Let me show this. Let me show everybody
That's
else.
a lot. 413
Yeah.
items. That's a lot.
413 items, chat. This is her store. It's not really. Let me pull back a little bit. It's a little cut off here.
How'd you take all those pictures?
Yeah, it's nice. It's got mugs. It's got a lot of different era pieces. What's this Pokemon? Pokemon Official Adventure Guide. Ash Quest from Kanto. That's a good one. And these are your buy it now prices? Are these auction prices? Is this buy it now? Girl, you got these at buy it now prices that inexpensive? And you've only where are we in here? This is here. Let's go back here. Wow. Garfield, 78 Garfield for $3. Are you kidding me?
Shh.
Really? You want that? Yeah, you do want that 100K. Dude, Garfield 1978 to 81 plush. I just have to. I just have to.
And I'm gonna ask you where we're gonna put it. We got
I
so
just
much
got
stuff.
to. Hold on. These are the soul comps. Let's take out the 78 to, why do they keep saying 78 to 81? Let's just go 78.
Some beautiful stuff.
Oh, I'm under woman's bags. Hold on. Yeah, July sold 8 8 in the conditions 5 5 10. Okay, okay. 14. Isn't yours with the soccer ball though? Hold on. Don't you have no, you know the soccer ball. So hold on. We got that one. Better yet, this is what I'm gonna do.
Look at the pool.
Did you see this one, girl? Yeah. So this is what I've noticed. This little insight. When you use the the search within whatnot, I'm sorry, within the Bay, a lot of people don't know what they have and they just sell it at whatever price. But if you Google Lens it, it'll give you what it usually will sell for the most. And you paste this up here, then you search it, and now you see these prices differ from what we first originally got at the $5, $3. These are listings that are active since June, December, June, December. And then we click the sold button and you got them selling at $29, $18, $17, $28.
And she got hers listed at
You
what?
got yours at $5. Okay. Just just saying. So yeah, that's a hell of a buy.
She says I do use it, but don't want to sit on it.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. That would be a great buy for someone. And then I also use the sales tool if you got that available too. I researched that on this. Let's see if we're to do the same research on that. That's not the last 2 years, last 90 days research. And the average listing price is 27.24. Yeah.
So what are you doing, Manny, to get to that 1,000 sales? Do you have something that you're doing, some special offer? Do you see it, Ultra?
No. Hold on. 1 second. Mm, 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 mm. Dang it. Oops. Go back. 1 second, guys. I'm just transferring some shit here. Hold on.
Ultra can tell you how he got to 1,000 sales so fast.
I just closed my eyes and sold them. I'm
My
kidding.
show hasn't been good, so a little scared to do it again. So I have filled my bin. There's an interesting way for you to do your get to that 1,000 sales with sometimes stickers or very low price items.
Boom. I just bought it from you. So look at that. You come into a podcast and you make a sale. I'm going to scour your site because you got some good stuff. You got some really good stuff. All right. So we got that one. What else can we buy here? This is nice. You got a lot, guys. You really need to check out her site, guys. She's trying to get to a. She's got her prices pretty low. She's trying to get to 1,000 items sold. Um, what is this? Flip out jewelry case. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of unique items. If you like vintage stuff, um, this could really be your plug, guys. She's retired. She's just doing this thing for herself and her hubby and her grandkids. So if you're really interested, or you know some people that are,
Plug her show.
give her over
Plug
to
her
yeah,
event.
send her over to Mammy's Market. Mammy's Market. Go ahead and put your username. I'll do it for you. Never mind. I'll do it.
Trying to get into books too. Mandy says, dang, now I need to co-host.
Guys, go give her a follow. Go check out her store. A lot of great stuff there. I just bought a $19, $20 item for $3. So I'm telling you, she got some nice stuff. That's gonna be something that my niece will love to go to sleep with. A little Garfield. Let her give a little history from my era. So thank you for that great deal, Mammies. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, so that's a great little piece there, and that's how you find other people, guys. That's what I do call the digital networking. Um, so, all in on that item, $7. And if I wanted to resell it, which I have a Bay account, if I wanted to resell it, I could sell it for more, but it's gonna be a personal item for us here, for my niece. But that's how you find great deals, because people are willing to let some things go for a lower price, and that's what I love about Whatnot. So, um, great finds on her site, guys. Go there before she changes her prices. Okay. um and share it with some other people, give her some support. She seemed like a great person, great individual. Love the bio about where she's from. She's like, come in, hang out. She's not saying come buy something, you got to buy something. Yeah, I like to pass on the savings. Exactly what I like to say, I like to leave a little meat on the bone for someone else to sell us some more. So that's how I like to do it. All right. So, guys, if there's no other questions, please bookmark our show for next Tuesday if you want to know a little bit more. I'm going to probably talk about another item. I'm going to try to bring someone in that has some shipping issues. We were going to talk about shipping before. I'm going to, if I can remember, I'm going to try to screen record my next shipping and show how I ship with blurring out all the other
The addresses.
personal information. If that works and I'm successful doing that, I'm still a novice doing this whole technology stuff. I will show that. But in the interim, if you have any questions, DM me. Any topics you want to have, DM me. Yes.
Do you mind showing your bat signal so that
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, no, I don't want to do it again because last time when they did it, the people
they
came
started
in.
coming in the
Yeah.
show?
So I'll show you guys this way. So guys, Mammy's Market, whoever, if you're a seller, I highly implore you to make one of these. Okay, to make one of these. Mammy's Market is live. You only need to put one available. You can put the price at whatever. Put it like 888 999. Mine's almost $1 million. You can go search the web on Do Not Bid, or you can copy this one if you want to. But do this and have people bookmark this versus your actual shows, because whenever you go live, this is part of your inventory. This will be always in your shows as long as you carry it over into your shows. So whenever you go live, this will tell your people that have bookmarked this, hey, Mammy's Market is live, I want to go, oh, let me go in there. Or she's doing a pop-up and oh, I had her scheduled for 2 days from now, but what is she doing on now? Well, she's doing a pop-up. Okay, do something like this. This will bring you a lot of steady customers that like your items. That it really will, because people aren't going to sit there and bookmark 20 shows, 15 shows. It's not going to happen. And in order for them to have bookmarked this once and they always know when you're on, it's so much more powerful than doing the bookmark of the shows. Okay.
That's why we call it the bat
Yeah,
signal.
that's the bat signal. Last week we tried it on, and people came in, and I promised them that I wouldn't do it again, and I'm not going to do it. They all came in saying, well, they flooded in. I'm like, oh, you're doing a podcast? Yeah, you're doing a podcast. You got nothing to sell. So, oh yeah, you missed it. Do you have the contrast Manhattan Michael Kors? No, I do not. I do not. Only Michael Kors I have is that sitting up there. I got the Michael Kors backpack and I got a new Michael Kors Fulton, I believe it is, that came in. They are all in the bin. They're waiting for an auction. I'll be on live tomorrow. Since I don't know if you're following me or not, Madison, but if you were to bookmark this,
Uh-oh, you gotta do
uh oh,
it.
uh
You
oh,
gotta do it.
I'm gonna have to do this. Shoot. Oh.
Real quick.
All right, we're gonna do this real quick. So, Madison, if you bookmark this item here, if you bookmark this and watch them all start flying in, if you bookmark this here, click it and then hit the ribbon button, you'll know when I go live, and you will be set to go. Okay. Find it, sell it. There you go.
Oops, there's Lala.
There's Lala. Yep, Lala came in. Lala, I did it again. I'm sorry. Another person wanted to know if I had a bag. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're doing another podcast. I'm going live tomorrow, Lala. If you want to do anything, and or if you want to do it now, it's in there for you still. But yes, that is the back signal. Oh, you're battling the flu, girl. What you doing sitting in bed coughing on your phone? You need to be resting, having that tea. You need to be doing everything.
Is it in the bin?
Yeah, it's in the bin. It's in the bin. Under this, type in number 5. It's in there. It's in there. But I got to spit. It's held for you. So whenever you feeling better, if you don't want to do it tonight, that's all good too. So just whenever you want to do it. So, but yeah, so that's the back signal, and you see, I'm just like I just did there. Lala's a great customer, and she's there. And when she sees that notification come on her phone, comes right in. Okay, a lot of people do that when they're on. It's amazing. So I highly implore anyone. I learned that from another seller. I was like, "What? You can really do that?" And ever since then, I don't ask people to bookmark my shows anymore. I ask them to bookmark that. But I don't try to pin it when I'm doing the podcast, because I know most of the sellers don't want to hear me yap. They hear me yap enough, and enough the buyers hear me yap. They hear me yap enough in the stream, so it's there.
Lala says, I'm gonna click it every time.
I'm gonna click it every time. Yep, exactly. So yeah, so all right, so guys, I really do appreciate you, Lala. I hope you feel so much better. I don't know if you got what's that stuff called?
Which one?
Plop Flop Fizz Alka Seltzer. Alka Seltzer does wonders for me. I don't know if it does it for you or not, if you like it or not, but Alka Seltzer does great, especially when I have like a congestion of all that kind of stuff. So if you've got a significant other that can get out there and go get you some Alka Seltzer, do that.
She says, thank you. Yes, I do.
Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. Well, take care of yourself. Everyone take care of themselves. Lala, you take care of yourself. Don't worry about anything that we talked about in the past, Lala. If you whenever you're ready, you're ready. Okay. It's not a big deal. Ain't going nowhere. So it's you're good. All right. So guys, bookmark that item if you want to know whenever I go live. If you guys again want to come on stream next show next Tuesday, we do it every time at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I am looking for people that just want to get on. Again, you can black out your camera. We just want to hear your face, whatever. That's fine, and we'll go from there. Wink, wink, Mammy's Market. Wink, wink. Okay. All right. And I know you've gone live, so I know you're cool being on camera. So you're okay with being on camera. So I'm hoping and praying that it would be nice to have you, Vintage Mom, on. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Anything else before we go, guys? Anything else before we go? Do I have any giveaways in here? I don't. No.
Were you gonna run in?
I was gonna run a wallet, but should I run a wallet?
Yeah, go on and run it.
All right. I'm gonna do a giveaway for a brand new wallet. Who wants a brand new wallet? Anyone? You don't see it? Or did I lock it to have it for the thing here? Hold on. Buy now. Uh, number 5. Ooh, it's not there. Oh, no. Shit. Hold on. 5. Buy now. Oh, you know it's not for this. I didn't bring it over for this stream. Uh, what's going on, I'm sorry, Wall Envious. How you doing? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can wait for it. Yeah, okay. It's since it's a podcast, I don't have everything loaded in there. That's why it's not in there. I'm sorry, but yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
So let's give away wallet.
You want to give away a wallet?
Sure.
Who wants a wallet? Give me some W's if you guys want a wallet. Who wants a wallet? I know I'm still alive.
He's gonna give away a wallet.
All right, so let me add. Hold on.
You got one, or you want something else?
I don't care. You guys want a wallet, or do you guys want like a purse charm? Which would you rather have, wallet or purse charm? I'll show you the wallet and I'll show you the purse charm, and you can let me know. But I gotta make a giveaway.
Okay.
You
have a wallet over here, or you want me to give you one?
I have one over here.
Okay.
Giveaways.
And we can give this away in either gold tone.
A temporary giveaway. Temporary giveaway, and this is going to be under other. This is going to be a Givey. It's going to be for wallets or purse charm.
Pizza, so I guess I have to stay awake. Vintage says.
Wallet or purse charm.
Yeah, he's creating a listing.
I'm only gonna do one.
One.
And well, that's a big weight difference, isn't it? So I'm gonna put it. I'll change it when we go later, but I'll put it at.
Yeah, that is a big difference.
0 to 1 ounce. Save. Followers giveaway. Add listing. All right, so here we go. We've got. Okay, so this is a brand new.
Oh, you need toner to get in the giveaway.
I only got one giveaway. I do need him though.
Yeah,
Shoot.
you need him.
Tonars, I need you to get this giveaway. Yeah. But no, he said we can hold it until the next thing, because if he bursts something that way, it'll be included with his shipping and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Are you're he's cool with that? And you did, Tonar, did you come in because you saw me on, or was it the bat signal? Brand new wallet here, guys. This is the last giveaway we're gonna do. This is a Croc embossed wallet. It is faux. You've got brand new.
Just saw you on.
Saw us on. Okay. So you got a little slot right here. Then you open her up. You've got you've got a checkbook area here with your pin. You can go there. You got a nice little insert. Okay. Then you've got all your ID windows over here. You got three on this side, another three on this side, total of six. And then you've got all of your card slots on this side. Then you open the zipper up and you've got your accordion style there. Brand new. All right. And or it's going to be winner's choice, or you choose from a gold tone sexy keychain charm, purse charm, or a silver tone. Okay. So winner's choice. So here we go. And I do appreciate everyone being here tonight. So thank you very much. Getting that giveaway. We're not going to let it run the full 5 minutes. We are going to draw it ASAP. Again, winner's choice, winner's choice, winner's choice. And we're going to draw it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Mama's Market. Look at that. Look at that. The luck has come down. So, Mammy's Market, which do you want? Do you want the wallet? Do you want either of the purse charms? The wallet. There you go. There you go. All right. So, congratulations. You got the wallet coming to you. And, guys, we will see you next time. Same bat station, bat channel. And have a great rest of the week. And most of all, be nice to one another. Just tell your fellow citizen, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. You don't got to get into a big conversation with them, but just be nice to one another, okay? All right, guys, who should we raid? We're going to raid somebody. We're going to raid someone. You guys want to stay in the community aspect of it, or do you guys want to go to a show? Yes. Nice to see you as well, Amy. Or is that Army? Was that Amy? Yeah, Amy. Nice to see you. No, I came on at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Came on. I usually do it for an hour, maybe a two, depending on the content that we have going on. But guys, follow Envious Deals. I have a running joke. I call her I call her Wall Dash Envious, like Walmart. She got everything. Okay, she's got purses, she's got shoes, she's got coats, she's got toy. I mean, she's got everything, everything. I'm gonna hopefully have her spotlighted on one of these podcasts sooner or later as well. But she's got it all, guys. Follow her, awesome as well. I believe she has a show tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Envious, let the chat know what you're doing and when you do it. But chat, what do we want? Do we want to stay with another show? Oh, you don't gotta be sorry about anything. You're good. Do we want to go to another show, or do we want to go keep staying in the community in the community space of learning a little bit more about whatnot? What do you guys want to do? All right, so no one really has an opinion with it. So let's see, who do we want to go to?
So here's the wallet.
You got the wallet already? Okay.
Yeah, I have a $1 start show tomorrow night at 8 Central.
There you go, chat. There you go. $1 starts. $1 starts. All right. So no one said anything about staying within the community. So we're gonna go to.
Nobody I know or we know are on that song.
You think? Let's see. Friends, Rapper Retro, Mercury Jamp, oh, Frizzy with Compassion. What do they do? Let's see. Let's go into Mr. Quick Flip. I don't know what they do.
Wow, yeah, 13 people in the room. Great.
Street Heads. Guys, I don't know who to go to, so we're just gonna pick someone at random, okay? We're just gonna pick someone at random. Florida to Vegas. What do they do? They do shoes. I think they do shoes. I don't want to do shoes. Oh, mid-range fashion bags. We'll do them. We're gonna go to Tuesday night with Flippin' to Vegas. Guys, you guys have a great night. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Any questions, please DM me. And congratulations on that, Mammies. Go follow Mammies and look at her stuff. Vintage Mom, go look at Mammy Mammy's Market. I just bought a
Garfield.
Garfield 1971, 1981 for $3. Okay, go look at her stuff. She got a lot of good stuff. A lot of
Now
good
the
stuff.
envious look at it too.
Yeah,
It-
that's what.
yeah.
Did I say envious?
No, you said vintage mom.
Oh, both vintage mine and envious. I meant. All right, so guys, that's the whole point, and we'll see you on live next week, Mammy's Market. Wink, wink. I'm just kidding. No pressure. You know I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you when we see you next. Take care.
See you soon.